stop and listen. What I'm about to tell you will change how you see everything you're currently walking through. You were chosen for this hour, not by accident, not by default, not because there was no one else available. You were specifically, intentionally, deliberately chosen by heaven for this exact moment in history, for this precise season, for this particular hour. Before time began, before the earth was formed, before humanity took its first breath, I looked ahead through all of history and I saw this moment, this hour, this day, this season you're living in right now. And I chose you for it. I designed you for it. I prepared you for it. Everything about who you are when you were born, where you're positioned, what you've experienced, it was all orchestrated so that you would be here, now, in this hour. You think your birth timing was random? You think the era you're living in is coincidental? You think the current state of the world just happens to be the backdrop of your life? No. You were born for such a time as this, chosen by heaven for this specific hour when the world needs exactly what you carry, exactly who you are, exactly what I've placed inside you. This isn't about ego. This isn't about making you feel special in some shallow, superficial way. This is about understanding your assignment. This is about recognizing why you're here. This is about awakening to the reality that your existence in this hour is not random, but strategic. Heaven has a plan, and you're part of it. Not a small part, not an insignificant part, a crucial part. Subscribe now, because understanding that you were chosen by heaven will unlock courage you didn't know you had and activate purpose you've been searching for. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That sense that there's something more, that awareness that you're supposed to be doing something significant, that knowing deep in your spirit that your life is meant to matter in ways beyond just existing, working, paying bills, and dying. That's not just wishful thinking. That's not just ambition or ego. That's your spirit recognizing what heaven has always known. You were chosen for this hour. Look at what's happening in the world right now. The chaos, the confusion, the darkness, the fear, the uncertainty, the upheaval, the shaking of everything that can be shaken. You think it's all falling apart? No. It's all being set up for what I'm about to do, set up for the move I'm about to make, set up for the people I've chosen for this hour to step into their assignments and demonstrate my power, my love, my truth in ways that cannot be ignored. And you're one of those people, chosen by heaven for this hour, not for an easier hour, not for a simpler time, not for a season when everything was stable and comfortable and predictable. You were chosen for this hour, this messy, chaotic, uncertain, unprecedented hour, because this hour requires what you carry. This hour demands who you are. This hour needs your unique combination of gifts, experiences, perspective, and calling. Everything you've been through has been preparing you for this. Every hardship you've endured, every battle you've fought, every loss you've suffered, every disappointment you've survived, every trial you've overcome, every lesson you've learned, every wound that's been healed, every fear you've conquered, every mountain you've climbed, all of it was preparation for this hour. You thought those experiences were random? You thought that pain was purposeless? You thought those struggles were just bad luck or unfortunate circumstances? No. Heaven was developing you, strengthening you, refining you, equipping you, preparing you for this exact hour when you would need exactly what those experiences produced in you. the resilience you developed when you lost everything and had to rebuild. You're going to need that in this hour. The faith you cultivated when circumstances said, "Give up," but you chose to keep believing. You're going to need that in this hour. The compassion you gained from your own pain that taught you to feel others' pain. You're going to need that in this hour. The wisdom you acquired through mistakes, failures, and hard lessons. You're going to need that in this hour. Nothing has been wasted. Nothing was meaningless. Everything was purposeful preparation, orchestrated by heaven, to position you for this hour. And now the hour has come. The training is over. The preparation is complete. The season of development has concluded. It's time to step into what you were chosen for. But here's what you need to understand about being chosen by heaven for this hour. It doesn't mean this hour will be easy. It doesn't mean you'll have all the answers. It doesn't mean you'll feel qualified or ready or adequate for what's being asked of you. Being chosen doesn't mean you're the most talented, the most experienced, the most educated, the most capable by human standards. Being chosen by heaven means that I saw something in you that makes you perfect for this assignment. Not perfect in the sense of flawless. Perfect in the sense of perfectly suited, perfectly positioned, perfectly prepared for what this hour requires. I don't choose people based on their resumes. I choose people based on their hearts. I don't select people based on their qualifications. I select people based on their willingness to be used for my purposes. Moses didn't feel qualified to lead Israel out of Egypt. Gideon didn't feel adequate to defeat the Midianites. Esther didn't feel ready to save her people. David didn't look like the obvious choice to fight Goliath. Jeremiah felt too young. Isaiah felt too flawed. Peter was too impulsive. Paul had a past that disqualified him by human standards. But every single one of them was chosen by heaven for their hour. And every single one of them accomplished what they were chosen for, not because they were perfect, but because they were willing. That's what I'm looking for in you. Not perfection, willingness, not complete readiness, availability, not total confidence, obedience. Because when you make yourself available, I make you capable. When you offer your willingness, I provide the ability. When you step forward in obedience despite your fear, I release the power you need to accomplish what I've assigned. You were chosen by heaven for this hour, and that means heaven is backing you, supporting you, equipping you, empowering you. You're not stepping into this assignment alone. You're not facing this hour in your own strength. You're not relying on your own wisdom, your own resources, your own abilities. Heaven is with you. I am with you. My spirit is in you. My angels are around you. My favor is upon you. This hour requires courage you don't naturally possess. I'll give it to you. This hour demands wisdom beyond your years. I'll provide it. This hour needs resources you don't currently have. I'll supply them. This hour calls for influence you haven't built yet. I'll open doors. This hour necessitates favor you haven't earned. I'll grant it. Everything you need for this hour, I will provide, because I don't assign without equipping. I don't call without enabling. I don't choose without empowering. But you have to step forward. You have to say yes. You have to accept the assignment. You have to embrace the reality that you were chosen by heaven for this hour and stop living like you're just trying to survive until things get better. Things aren't going to get easier. This hour is what it is. But you weren't chosen for an easy hour. You were chosen for this hour. And you have everything you need to fulfill your assignment in it. The world is looking for answers right now, for hope, for light, for truth, for love, for stability, for peace, for something real in the midst of so much fake, for something solid when everything feels like it's shifting, for something certain when everything seems uncertain. And heaven's answer to what the world is looking for is you, and others like you who have been chosen for this hour. You carry answers, not because you have all the answers intellectually, but because you carry me, and I am the answer. You carry hope, not optimistic thinking, but real hope rooted in my promises and my character. You carry light, not because you're perfect, but because I dwell in you and I am light. You carry truth in a world drowning in lies. You carry love in a world starving for real connection. You carry peace in a world filled with chaos. This is why you were chosen by heaven for this hour, because what you carry is exactly what this hour needs. And your assignment is to release what you carry into the spaces you occupy, the circles you influence, the relationships you maintain, the platforms you have access to. You don't have to figure out how to impact the entire world. You just have to steward the portion of the world you've been given. Your family needs what you carry for this hour. Your workplace needs it. Your neighborhood needs it. Your community needs it. Your social media following needs it. Your friend group needs it. The strangers you encounter need it. You don't have to be famous to fulfill your assignment. You don't have to have a massive platform to walk in your calling. You just have to be faithful in the space you've been given. Stop comparing yourself to others who seem to have bigger platforms, wider influence, more visible impact. They were chosen for their assignment. You were chosen for yours. Their hour might look different than your hour. Their assignment might be more public than yours. But chosen is chosen. Your assignment is no less significant just because it's different. Your impact is no less important just because it's not as visible. Chosen by heaven means you matter to heaven. Your obedience matters. Your faithfulness matters. Your willingness matters. And when you faithfully fulfill your assignment in your sphere, you create ripple effects that go far beyond what you can see or measure. You touch one life, and that life touches another, and that life touches another. And suddenly, your faithfulness in your small corner is impacting people you'll never meet, in places you'll never go. This is how heaven works. I don't need everyone to have massive platforms. I need everyone to be faithful in their assigned spaces. I don't need everyone to be famous. I need everyone to be obedient. I don't need everyone to have access to millions. I need everyone to faithfully steward the access they've been given to their tens, their hundreds, their thousands. You were chosen by heaven for this hour, which means you have a specific assignment in this hour. And that assignment is more than just your job, though your job might be part of it. Your assignment is bigger than your career, though your career might be a vehicle for it. Your assignment encompasses everything about your life: how you love your family, how you treat your coworkers, how you interact with strangers, how you handle adversity, how you respond to injustice, how you speak truth, how you demonstrate grace, how you live out faith in practical, visible, tangible ways. Everything you do in this hour matters because you were chosen for this hour. The way you raise your children in this hour is preparing the next generation for their hour. The way you conduct business in this hour is demonstrating kingdom principles in marketplace systems. The way you serve in your community in this hour is showing people what my love looks like with hands and feet. The way you navigate your own struggles in this hour is providing a roadmap for others facing similar battles. You are being watched, not in a creepy, invasive way, in a significant way. People are watching how you handle this hour, how you respond to the chaos, how you maintain peace when everyone else is panicking, how you hold on to faith when circumstances suggest you should give up, how you keep loving when others are growing cold, how you stay joyful when others are drowning in despair. And your response in this hour is a testimony more powerful than 1,000 sermons. This is part of why you were chosen by heaven for this hour. Because your life, your choices, your responses, your faith in action speaks volumes to people who won't listen to words, but will watch lives. You're a living epistle, a walking testimony, a visible demonstration of what it looks like to walk with me through dark hours. But let me be clear about something. Being chosen by heaven for this hour doesn't mean you won't struggle in this hour. Doesn't mean you won't face opposition. Doesn't mean you won't encounter resistance. In fact, the opposite is true. The enemy knows you were chosen for this hour, and he's terrified of what happens when you fully step into your assignment. So he'll fight you. He'll attack you. He'll try to discourage you, distract you, disqualify you, derail you. He'll whisper that you're not chosen, you're delusional, that you're not special, you're arrogant for thinking you have some significant assignment, that you should just keep your head down, stay quiet, not make waves, not stand out, not risk anything. He'll try to convince you that you missed your moment, that you're too late, that you're not qualified, that you should leave the important work to people more capable. Don't listen to him. He's a liar. Always has been. Always will be. The very fact that he's fighting you so hard is confirmation that you were indeed chosen for this hour, and he knows what happens when you walk in that reality. If you weren't a threat, he wouldn't bother attacking you. If your assignment wasn't significant, he wouldn't waste energy trying to stop you. You were chosen by heaven for this hour. That's not my opinion. That's not motivational speech. That's spiritual reality. And the sooner you accept it, believe it, embrace it, and start walking in it, the sooner you'll step into the fullness of what this hour holds for you. This hour is dark, but you were chosen to be light. This hour is chaotic, but you were chosen to demonstrate peace. This hour is full of lies, but you were chosen to speak truth. This hour is marked by fear, but you were chosen to walk in faith. This hour is characterized by division, but you were chosen to build bridges. This hour is defined by hate, but you were chosen to display love. You are exactly what this hour needs. Not a different you, not a better you, not a more qualified you. You, as you are, with your unique story, your specific gifts, your particular calling. You were chosen by heaven for this hour. Now it's time to step into what you were chosen for. The hour is here. The time is now. Heaven has chosen you. The only question remaining is, will you accept the assignment?